Hello and welcome to my corner of the internet. I'm Dark Bloom and today we're going to be talking about Marvel Rivals. Marvel Rivals is a 6v6 hero shooter from NetEase. It's actually really fun. It has its flaws and some things that can be better and is incredibly unbalanced, but it's fun and we're going to talk about it. Now, basically, people have been calling this Marvel Overwatch and they're not wrong. There is a lot of similarities compared to Overwatch when you look at Marvel Rivals, and that comes from the game modes, how some of the heroes work, and just the overall game design. Yes, Marvel Rivals have stuff that makes it different from Overwatch: environmental destruction, hero combination, all that and a little bit more that we're going to talk about here in a bit. It makes it stand out compared to Overwatch, but overall it is an Overwatch type game, except from the third person view and with Marvel heroes. Now, Dark Bloom, isn't that market saturated? Isn't that why Concord dies so quickly with less than 1,000 players or whatever at its peak release count? No, see, that game was trash. Marvel Rivals, on the other hand, is pretty fun. There's a lot of things about this game that shows its true potential. So I'll stop yapping and we'll get right into it, starting off with the huge roster of characters. Marvel Rivals boasters a 33 character roster right from the gate, all unlocked, ready for you to play and experiment with. You do not have to buy any characters, they're just right from the gate unlocked, which is a blessing for a free to play game, I will say that. It gives players the freedom to try out everyone and actually get a main going. The characters range from popular MCU characters that everyone knows and loves like Spider-Man, Iron Man, Captain America, to niche characters that not many people have heard of, like Squirrel Girl. There is differences compared to Overwatch. You don't just pick a character and drop in. Well, you kind of do, but there's synergies. If you pick certain characters, they have combinations. These combinations can be from extra abilities to buffs. There is a lot of synergies in this game with the heroes. Spider-Man and Venom have one. The Guardians of the Galaxy in the game have one as well. You get the idea. This is a different element compared to Overwatch. This is something that makes Marvel Rivals stand out compared to Overwatch. It is a nice addition to the hero shooter mixture. Currently, I'm maining Luna Snow,
I am ready to put on a show.
Scarlet Witch. I'm ulting. And nice. Moon Knight. And Venom. I love playing all four of those characters. There's a character for everybody in this game, I believe. From Overwatch players to people who've never played a hero shooter, you'll find someone that you resonate with. Just like any other hero shooter, there are roles to play. You have Vanguard, Duelist, and Strategist, basically tank, damage, and healer. So if you're familiar with that, it's gonna feel familiar here as well. Something I usually don't play though is healer or strategist, but in Marvel Rivals, you can actually deal a lot of damage with these healers and heal pretty well, so I enjoy playing support in this game. Now, balancing, that's something Marvel Rivals didn't really take from Overwatch because this game is incredibly unbalanced. There is a lot of things that will make you go, what the fuck? There's moments where the game will just snowball in your favor or the enemy's favor fairly quickly and there's not much you can do about it. There's just unbalanced ults and heroes and stuff like that, but it's not detrimental. It's okay. It's chaotic fun in my opinion, and I really enjoy how the game is currently. And yeah, all my homies hate the Jeff ult. Fuck Jeff. That is not the only thing that makes Marvel Rivals stand out. There is environmental destruction, as I mentioned earlier, so let's dive into that. Yes, it is a hero shooter with environmental destruction. It is not as comprehensive as, say, the old Battlefields or the Finals, but it is there and it can make a difference in your games. Plus, it's really cool to look at and see all the heroes fighting and the environment changing around them, because it does change around them. One of the most memorable moments I've had in Marvel Rivals was using Scarlet Witch on my ult at this point and watching the entire map change around me as my ult destroyed the entire area. Holy shit! Destroyed half the map. That was really fucking cool. Now let's talk about the game modes. If you played Overwatch, you will be familiar with these game modes because they are basically the same thing. You queue up for a match like you would in Overwatch, and you get into a game, you're not really sure what you're going to be playing until you load in. Same case for Marvel Rivals. The game modes can extend from escort the payload, capture the point, escort the payload for 2 rounds. You get the idea. There is not as many game modes as Overwatch, but there's a good bit to keep you entertained. Alright, it's time to talk about the elephant in the room. The free-to-play game is the microtransactions. Marvel Rivals has some egregious microtransaction, but it's not the worst thing in the world. So the prices for costumes are completely insane in my opinion. Like, look at these. This converts to this much money, and yeah, bam, that's how much you're paying for a costume. But on the other hand, it could be much, much worse. I mean, they could charge you for the heroes, and instead you get all 33 of them unlocked out of the gate. I really do appreciate that. But the battle pass is another thing. You don't get battle pass experience by just playing the game. You have to do the challenges, and the challenges are time gated, so it kind of feels cheap. It feels cheap a little bit. They're obviously going to capitalize on the fact that they're Marvel characters. There's already MCU collaborations with Spider-Man No Way Home, Iron Man Endgame. It's there. It's not the worst thing in the world, especially from NetAce, but it's a little egregious on the prices. I'm not going to complain too much about it though. It could be way worse. Moving on. Even with this balancing issues and sometimes optimization issues, Marvel Rivals proves to be a very fun game with a lot of potential. I never thought they could mash up a hero shooter with Marvel and it be successful, but here we are. I mean, hell, Marvel took a giant piss on Concor's grave and spat in Overwatch's face. Marvel Rivals is just a fun game. It is chaotic fun. It is awesome just hopping into a game, seeing all the crazy combination of heroes that you can face, watching the maps just obliterate with all the fighting going on, and just an overall good time. You're either going to snowball the enemy team, they're going to snowball you, or you're going to have a good match. You can completely ignore the microtransactions in this game. You don't have to buy the battle pass or costumes. They're just there, and yeah, they're overpriced. It is what it is. Within 10 days, Marvel Rivals has achieved 10 million players. That is just fucking crazy. But it deserves it. It is just a fun game. Yes, you're gonna get bored of it after a while. Yes, it can be repetitive. It's a hero shooter. What the fuck do you expect? For what it is a very solid experience. If you love Marvel, it's even better. With all of its flaws, I love this game and I'm gonna play it for quite some time. I don't know if I'm gonna go die hard, platinum, rank mode or anything like that yet, but it's a fun game. I enjoy it. I see a lot of potential in it and I hate hero shooters. So yeah, that's Marvel Rivals. That's all I have for you guys this week. If you enjoyed the video, give me a like and subscribe to the channel for more gaming content. I'll see you guys in the next one.